Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for this one today because I have two of the new Moonspell magic dolls. I feel like I've been waiting for this doll line to come out for so long now, so I'm just so excited to get these unboxed. I did only get Willow and Claire, but just before I start the unboxing I just wanted to really quickly go through the other three dolls in this line and discuss my feelings on them. I think Ray is definitely my least favorite in this line. I don't understand why she's like pink and purple when she's meant to represent like the sun. It's kind of nice in a way because like typically like if there's a sun character like they're going to be like orange and yellow. If there's like a plant character they're going to be green. So like it's nice to like it's nice that Mattel didn't go for like the obvious choice, but I just think it's a bit of a mishmash. Like, I don't know. I think it's just such wasted potential. Like, I don't like how dark her top is and then how light the skirt is. Like, it doesn't seem to go. And like, why is there just like that random bit of black in her sleeves? Maybe I'm just being dramatic, but also, no, I think now that I'm looking at her right now, why on earth are her earrings that like light bluish purple? It's not seen like anywhere else in the doll. I don't like it. That being said, I think there obviously are elements I like about this doll, and if I did get her, I know that I'd be able to customize her to be something I'd want in my collection, but as she comes, it's just not up to my personal tastes. I mean, I do really like the flowy sleeves, and her screening's really pretty. I like how they've painted on her edges and the like golden freckles. Those are really pretty, but yeah, she's just not really my cup of tea. With Karina, she's definitely like the Draculaura of this. Typically, I'm not really as much into the like really pink, like girly dolls. I mean, I can be, but I don't know, they're not my favourite. She's growing on me. Like, I think seeing her in person made me think like, oh, maybe I'd want to get her. I really love the silhouette that her dress gives her. Like how poofy it is and also how short it is. I think that's really pretty. Her colour scheme is really cohesive. I love how the pattern on her dress is like holographic. That's really pretty. Yeah, she's just like, as I said, like the pink doll isn't always something I gravitate towards necessarily, but seeing her in person really made me think that I might want to get her in the future. Her screening's really pretty. I really love how they've mixed the like really platinum blonde with the baby pink in her hair. It's such a beautiful blend. But yeah, she just isn't really like necessarily my kind of thing, which is why I haven't gotten her, but I might get her in the future. She is really pretty. Okay, now Layla is one that I'm really confused about because when I first saw her stock photos, I just thought she was a little bit ugly, which is a shame. It's a real shame because she's a very like purple, like turquoisey blue character, which is definitely a bit of me. So I was really disappointed to not like her necessarily. I think maybe it's her holographic jacket and then also like the like cartoony design like printed on her dress. It just looks a little bit cheap to me. But since seeing her in real life, it made me really consider getting her, which is really weird because I really didn't think that would be the case. But her screening is beautiful. Like, oh my god, it's so gorgeous. Again, like her lip, I love the blue lip. It's so pretty, and like the sparkly freckles. But also like her shoes look very like plasticky. I'm just really conflicted. I probably won't end up getting her. I probably, if there's like a new line with her included in the future, then I'll probably get her because I like her colour scheme and like the looks of her character. I just don't love this outfit. It just looks cheap to me. And I'm also, okay, I'm not a fan of her hairstyle, but I'm fully aware I can just change that. It just looks a bit boring to me, I don't know. But I do like the colour of her hair, and it looks very sleek from what I've seen, so yeah. Okay, with that, I can finally start unboxing these lovely dolls. I'm so excited! Just before we get into it, I do want to just show the box as well. So I just show Claire's because, I mean, they're all pretty much like the same thing. The first thing I want to point out is the fact that they put Braille on the box, since Claire is a blind witch. I think that's really cool that they decided to do that. To be honest, I kind of wonder if Mattel could have put this Braille onto all of the boxes. Obviously it's not like a huge deal. It's great that they've done it on Claire's box. I also don't know how much of the budget that would have taken up. It's just a thought. Like, in my mind, it wouldn't really take up too much of the budget. Okay, so she just comes in this like blister packaging, but I really love the design in the background. It's like clouds and a moon, and it's just really pretty. I feel like it adds to the immersion of the brand. And then it has this artwork of her. Oh my lord, I love this artwork. It's so pretty. And then it comes with this artwork of her. Oh my god, I love this art style. It's just so beautiful. I'll show Willow's as well. How gorgeous. Also in the top of the box here it says their names, but I love how each of them are like, they're in like a slightly different typeface. It's like they've got their own individual logo. I think that's really cool. Yeah, like they're all unique to them. Like Willow's has like a little leaf on it. That's so cool. I know that's a very small detail, but I love that like even thought and care was put into even just how they were typing out their names. Like they could have just typed it out with the same typeface. But yeah, I just love how they've stylized each of their names to their character. And then on the back is just artwork of all of the characters. Oh my god, I'm seriously in love with the artwork for this. Okay, I'm gonna go unbox both of these off of camera, and then I'll come back and give you all my opinions. So here they are all unboxed. Just before I get into the actual dolls, I would just want to show their accessories that they come with. Okay, so they do each come with this like cauldron gimmick. I don't care for it. You're meant to like fill it up with water, which I considered doing, but oh my god, it keeps going out of focus. But yeah, you're meant to fill it up with water to reveal the surprise, I guess. It's just like this, for Claire's it's like a moon, and then they both come with necklaces. I mean, they look a bit cheap. I feel like they were just put in there to be like the cauldron surprise, but I mean, they're not the worst thing ever. I just don't really care for it. Then this is Willow's. Oh my god, it's getting stuck. This is what Willow's cauldron looks like. Also with a moon, but it's got like flower detailing in it. And then this is her necklace. It's got like flowers on it. Like, I do really like how they all come with their cauldrons. I mean, the sculpting on it is beautiful, really nice and detailed. I don't know how well it's really showing up on camera. Like, it doesn't really want to pick up a lot of the details, and also like the vibrantness of everything. But yeah, I like the concept. It's like very thematic, and it helps to like bring their world to life. But yeah, I'm just obviously not personally a fan of this gimmick. I don't like how, like, to make this potion rise up and reveal the moon inside of it, you have to put water in it, and like there's no way to like lock it in place or anything. That seems like a design error because, like, I even if I wanted to do the water thing, I wouldn't want to display it with water in it. That just sounds like a hazard. Like, what if it knocks over and spills over everything? Or, like, I don't know. I feel like after a while it would just get moldy. So, yeah, that is a bit of a design error. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really here for the cauldrons. I'm here for the dolls, so it's not too big of a deal. But and then Claire comes with these glasses with these tiny little moon cycle embellishments, which are nice. I will say when I was taking them out of the packaging, they kind of got a bit misshaped. They're not the best in quality. Um, that is something to bear in mind, but I mean, it's not like they were the most expensive dolls. So I don't think it's that big of a deal, but yeah, just noting that, yeah, they got a bit misshaped and I had to like pull them back together. And then she has this potion bottle. They all come with their own potion bottles. I really like them. The sculpting. Oh, it's not showing up. This is so annoying. The sculpting is so detailed and gorgeous. And then Claire has this orb. This is so pretty. Like, I can't wait to display her with it. Um, Honestly, it might be one of my favorite doll accessories ever. The stand it comes on is really nice and detailed. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of Ursula from The Little Mermaid, like her tentacles. So that makes me happy. But yeah, and the actual orb has this like pearlescent glitter to it. And where is it? I don't even know. That probably doesn't show up on camera because, to be honest, you can barely see it in real life. Yeah, I don't think you can see it, but it has like a tiny little molded, like, sorry, sculpted um star here. Um, I just love that so many like little details with the what about because they didn't have to do a detail like that small, but I just love it when dolls have such small details. It really shows that the brand cares and there was like love put into them. You know, they didn't just like think, yeah, let's just make an orb for her since she's a witch. It shows that they actually thought about it, and again, it just makes it so much more immersive. And then this is Claire's Book of Fortunes. Again, the sculpting on this is amazing. It's got this like I don't even know what you call them, like gothic, like swirly embellishments. Oh god, I don't know what to call them, but and I don't even again know if they're I feel like they're showing up on camera. I hope they are. Um but yeah, and then the back of it is also really detailed. They don't actually open, but that's fine with me. And then Claire also has this cane to help guide her since she is visually impaired. I love all the little sculpted details on this. So many little like shimmers and stars. This one is especially difficult to focus on camera since it's so like thin and small, but yeah, I thought this was a really good inclusion. And then as for Willow, her potion is the exact same mold as Claire's, is just in a different color that suits her more. She comes with this jar of plants, um, like she's building her own ecosystem in there. Um, that's pretty cool. I love how the plant is very like swirly. And then finally, she also comes with a spell book. This one is Intro Green Magic. Again, I love the sculpting. I just had a thought, like the fact that like there's so much like detailed, pretty sculpting in this. I wonder if that's maybe because Mattel thought, well, if they make Claire visually impaired, then there'll probably be a good portion of their consumers who are also visually impaired. So perhaps they put so much sculpted detail into it to make it more of like a tactile experience. Um, I don't know that for sure, but I think that's a really cool thought. Okay, finally, to talk about the dolls themselves, what we've all been waiting for. I don't even know where to start. My gosh, she's so pretty. Okay, so with her screening, my gosh, wow. I love the three-toned ombre lip, and I love how dark the color is. Like, I would wear this makeup. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I love a doll with dark lips. It's my favorite. And most of the dolls in this line do have very dark lips, which I love. Along with the smoky, uh, deep, like midnight makeup. With her eyes, wow, so much is going on. It's amazing. So she's got blue in her crease, and then she's got more of like a neutral color on her eyelid, and then uh, a really gorgeous shimmery silver underneath her eye and on her brow bone as well. And then she also has little tiny white sparkles and then a black moon. On this side, she again has the little tiny sparkles. I love that they chose silver instead of gold. Like for this whole doll, I love that it's so silvery. I personally think it matches the cool toned blue a lot nicer. But obviously gold is like a complementary color with blue, so um they very easily could have just chosen that, but um yeah, I just think the silver is really pretty. And then with her eyes, so I believe this one is meant to be a prosthetic eye, which is really pretty. I love the colors in it. This probably won't show up on camera, but I feel like her whole skin tone, like especially on her face, is it kind of has like a iridescence to it. Like it's like a very, very slight glitter. I don't even know if I'm describing that correctly, and it also like doesn't really show up on camera, but it is gorgeous. It kind of gives her face a texture that makes it a little bit more realistic, which I like. And then her face also has this like subtle blush on her cheeks to just bring her to life. I also love her eye shape. I love how they're very big and stylized, but they're also sharp and defined. This is her hat with all of these like constellations on it. Really pretty. I like the colors they chose for it. It's good contrast. And then again, more lovely detailed sculpting. I love how many stars are put into this. However, one thing I don't like about this is how confusing the way round it's meant to be is, because you'd think like these pegs are here, so like, you know, this is meant to be the front so it can like slot onto her head. Why on earth have they put this big sculpted moon just there? It makes no sense, and it's like that on Willow's as well. Oh, I don't like it. Surely it should have been at the back or at the front. It makes zero sense. Like when I first had a look at this hat and I was trying to put it on her, I was really confused about the way round it's meant to go, like because of that. Uh, yeah, I'm not a fan of that, but I mean, I'm just gonna have her wearing it like this, so like I never see the back of it anyway. But yeah, it's a little bit annoying. Her hair is such a gorgeous blend, and again, I don't think. Oh, this is really annoying. Like the vibrantness of it just isn't captured on camera, but it's like a cool tone black with this like beautiful like brighter blue. Uh oh, it's such a stunning blend. I changed my camera around a little bit, and I do think it's helped with the focus and how much of the vibrance it shows, but still not accurate to real life, I'd say, but much better. Her hair is saran, which is good. She does have a bit of like box hair, and to be honest, like I feel like her hair could feel a bit nicer. But I suppose that's also just a personal preference, I guess. Um, But yeah, she doesn't have the worst box hair in the world. Like I actually could just leave her like this, but at some point I do want to get around to recurling her hair. I think she'd look better with some slightly more defined curls. Her earrings are so pretty. Again, I would wear these. I love them. Again, very on theme. Her whole aesthetic, like everything is just an insane amount of moons and stars, which I am a huge fan of. I mean, I've got a tattoo of a star. I love stars, they're my thing, and I also love moons, so obviously this doll is right up my alley. This top is really cute. I like how the neckline is in a V shape. I feel like this whole doll has like a mix of sharp and softer shapes. I mean, like her eyes are quite defined, and um, obviously the stars are very angular and sharp, but then the moon has a bit more of like roundness to it. So I think it's just really well balanced. Um, I oh my gosh, I am obsessed with this like long, like capey cardigan. Oh, it's so pretty. It's such like a statement piece. And then also with like the big, like flowy dramatic sleeves. I'm such a huge fan. The pattern on it is holographic, like kind of rainbowy. I think all of the dolls in this line have this, apart from Ray, who has more of like the gold version of this essentially. Um, I think it's really pretty and it creates cohesion between all of the dolls in the line. I have seen some people online talk about how the end of her sleeve isn't hemmed like the bottom of it is, and then that means it's like starting to fray. So I should stop touching it because I don't want that to fray. I think that was very lazy. Especially if they could be bothered to hem the end of it and then not the sleeves. Um, it's just gonna make the product like degrade faster and like get ruined faster, especially if kids are playing with these. Like they're gonna get like bashed around and like they're gonna end up getting torn, especially as it's such like a thin fabric anyway. So I don't love that. But it is what it is, I guess. This belt is stunning again. I love all the chains on it. And she's got like a little tarot card there and there. I feel like it, because it's so detailed, it just brings more attention to the doll. This skirt, okay, I love the pattern on it. It's cohesive with the uh, cardigan. I love how there's like loads of tarot cards on it. It's a really like creative pattern. I, however, do not like how they've made it because in the stock photos it's a lot more low rise and it's very asymmetrical, which I think is brilliant. I love when a doll has asymmetrical features. Um, it makes them a lot more unique and engaging. This skirt just it it just wants to rise up and be like a high-waisted skirt, and then it kind of just loses the asymmetry. I just went off camera to try and sort the skirt out, but genuinely, it doesn't work to make it go lower than this. Maybe I'm being stupid, but I mean, it's not like it was a particularly low rise, it was just lower than this is, I'm pretty sure. Um, but yeah, it like physically, like her hips are too wide to make it go lower. Um, and then she actually has more like this asymmetry, you know how it's like it was meant to be on the front as well. I think it was meant to be a lot more um of a statement than this is. Like, I mean, it is a little bit asymmetrical from the front, but not nearly as much as I would have liked. I might be stupid, like I might be like fastening it wrong and laying it down wrong. Like I probably could have taken more time to try and figure this out, but my initial view is that it's very difficult to get it to lay. like the stock photos have it. Then going down to her boots, I love what a statement they are. I mean, they are just, they're like almost knee-high boots, but I love how they've sculpted like ridges in it, to kind of show how the material might like sag and like lay on the legs realistically. That's a really cool detail. They have this moon and chain sculpting here. Um, that's really nice. I like that bit of detail. And then, wow, I love these object heels. There's this like moon on her heel. Oh my god, it's not focusing. Yeah, I love the face on it because they very easily just could have made it a moon. I just love how they put a face on it. And then this like swirly sculpted detail on the platforms is really gorgeous. Obviously her shoes are fairly simple, but I'm not mad about that one bit. I like how this doll has elements of high detail, a lot going on, like the pattern on the skirt and the cape, and then a more simple top and shoes. It really helps to balance it. I wouldn't like it if too much was going on. I think it's like the perfect amount where you're interested in it, but it's not an overwhelm. And then finally, Claire also comes with this bag. I love this bag. Again, I would wear this if it was in human size. It has like these dramatic chains with charms on it. The imagery is really cool. It does open, but it doesn't really like stretch out any more than this. I'm not really I checked and you can't fit any of her accessories in it apart from her necklace. I mean, you can fit her book in it, but it pokes out a lot. So, yeah, it doesn't really fit anything, but still, I am a big fan of this bag. Okay, now to talk about Willow. Her screening is just stunning. Oh my gosh, I love the white flowers on her cheeks that go with her freckles. It's so adorable. One thing I will say, this is like such a small, like nitpicky thing to talk about, but here, um, like on her nose, this side of her nose, it doesn't have anything, and all of the dolls I had that I could have purchased, they were all like that. So I don't believe it was a manufacturing error. I think it was just like this is just how the doll is. Which I fully understand, like freckles aren't going to be always like perfectly like evenly placed. I get that. But it kind of annoys me, like there's freckles all over her face and then there's just like this random patch with nothing. Again, that's a small thing to be annoyed about, but yeah, but I love the purple two-toned lip. It is so gorgeous. Um, all of the dolls in this line have gorgeous lips. The green under her eye kind of freshens things up, and ties in the other green in her outfit, and uh, ties in the fact that she's a nature witch essentially. Um, she's got this like lovely, like calm pink and purple um on her eyelid, and then white eyelashes, which matches the flowers on her cheeks really well. One thing that I think I forgot to say about Claire is the fact that they all have, my gosh, focus! They all have little eye shines that are suited to them with like their own individual motifs. So she has little flowers in her eyes. I think maybe her eye shape is a little bit too long for my personal tastes. Like they're a bit too wide, I mean. I think if they were a little bit less wide, I prefer them more. Like if they were like even just like slightly smaller. I mean I love stylized eyes, but um yeah, I don't know. They're taking up a lot of room on her face, and okay, now I look at Claire next to her. I realise to most people that won't make any sense because like Claire's eyes take up a lot of her face, but I think that you can see though that Willow's eyes are slightly wider. And yeah, I just would have liked it if they were slightly less wide, but not the end of the world. For her hat, she also has this like moon um imagery on it at the top, and then this like really pretty like floral imagery alongside it. I love all this like nature themed flourishing on the top of the hat and how shiny it is. I am like certain this won't pick up on camera, but her hair blend, it's like really well blended together. Like it's so seamless, but you can tell there are like different tones of purple and like some lighter bits and darker bits. It's really pretty in person. She has these like really pretty asymmetrical earrings on. Again, I love some asymmetry, so that really works for me. And then on her left ear, she has this hearing aid as she is hearing impaired. I think it's great that they've added this representation to the doll line. And I don't think it's picking up again. The floral design on it is really pretty. This top, are you kidding me? It's so gorgeous. I'm obsessed. Again, I'd wear this whole outfit myself. Like these two dolls, like they're both so me in different ways. The big dramatic sleeves again. Oh, I'm in love. And it's in this um like patterned like mesh material, and then this like black lacing at the top of it. I really like how they've chosen to use darker colours for the Nature Witch, um, because yeah, I feel like you'd kind of expect her to have a lot of like either brighter colours to show like life, or maybe like more muted like nature colours. But I love how they've gone for this like the dark purple, the black. Um, it's like really unique for a nature themed doll. And again, I know I'm biased because like black and purple are my favorite colors, but I just like it. I like that they kind of took a chance with the aesthetics of them, because it might not necessarily be as like obvious that she's a nature witch using these colors. I mean, obviously it is because like she's wearing a lot of like flowers and stuff, but um yeah, I like how they've done something like a bit more out of the box. Around her waist, she's got this pouch with leaf detailing. That's really cool. Adds some visual interest to the doll. And I like again how it adds a little bit of like asymmetry to it. I am obsessed with these flares. Personally, I love a good dramatic flare. And these are just amazing. Like I want a pair of these. They've got these like holographic, like rainbowy uh patterns. Again, I love how that kind of ties into the other dolls in the line, how they all have this similar material. Before getting her, I actually had no idea what her shoes looked like. Um, but I just fell in love with them. They are gorgeous. I love how like tall the platform is, especially as she's a tall doll anyway. I love like yeah, the extra height that it gives her. Yeah, the sculpting is just incredible. It's like almost a shame that the flares cover them up, but as much as I love them, I love a good flare more. Then this moth bag, again, I want one of these. I want a bag like this. It's amazing. It would be nice to see it have a bit more like painted detail on it. Especially since Claire's had like a lot of different colours and it opened. I know obviously she's kind of meant to be like the main character in this line, but yeah, it would have been nice to have a bit more of the budget put onto the other characters' bags. That being said, I honestly kind of feel like the sculpting gives it enough detail anyway. And like I wouldn't like it if there was too much going on in the doll. As I said before, I like if there's like a balance. So um yeah, not the end of the world. I guess maybe just like if there was some like lighter green, like in her makeup, that would have been nice to see. But yeah, I still love it. Okay, one last quick thing I just wanted to say about these dolls, um, is I love the bodies that they gave them. I love how there's like a clear, distinct height difference. How Willow is a lot more taller and thinner, and then Claire is shorter and slightly thicker. I just think it really helps to make them distinct and also just more realistic, obviously. Like, not everyone is the same size. And I also think Willow's tallness works for the flares. Like, they're so long and dramatic, like, it just really enhances it. Okay, that is it for today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. I am very happy with these dolls. They are just incredible. I'm so happy to have them finally. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.